Hey YouTube, Saint Frank here. Today I want to talk about taking advantage of market overreaction. So there are plays to be had if you're buying stuff to collect, or if you're buying stuff to put away to maybe open up later or sell later. There's always plays to be had. And one play that you can kind of take an advantage of, and what I like to do sometimes, is to play into market overreaction. Now, what I mean by that is, let's say, okay, we'll take this for instance. I'm gonna reach over here and grab this. We got sorcery TCG. This stuff is red hot right now, and right now you can buy beta boxes on eBay. They're going for like 190, 100 to $200. And guess what? You can go buy them still brand new from a online for 150, shipped to your house for free. So the market is crazy about sorcery right now, and they're overpaying. So use that to your advantage. Like a game like sorcery is awesome, but don't buy into the overhype. Just like with MetaZoo First Edition, when that first came out, people were paying, three, four, five, six, it got up to like $1,000 a box, and now you can buy them for like 150. So be patient. Don't give in to the market hype and fear of missing out. They're printing plenty of sorcery beta set, and like I said, if you just do a little research, you can find these boxes at retail, brand new. They're still at the store. So I'm sure there's people doing that, buying them for 150, selling them for 200, making $50 a shot, just like that. And they are playing into the market hype. Now there is also a play to be had on market overreaction the other way. So, for instance, this latest block of Pokemon, the Scarlet and Violet era. You've got, these are the main sets so far. We've got Scarlet and Violet, Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, and Paradox Rift over here. So, what kind of play could you possibly have on these when nobody likes Scarlet and Violet? That's what I'm just generalizing what the market is saying. Everybody hates Scarlet and Violet era. This generation, it's terrible. Well, guess what? Pokemon printed a lot, no doubt, but the market is flooded with people just trying to sell the boxes because they buy into the hype that the sets are bad, the pull rates are bad, the cards just aren't working. This happens with every new generation of Pokemon. It happened when EX era started. It happened when Diamond and Pearl started. It happened when Black and White started. It happened when XY started. Sun and Moon, like, go down the list. When a new era starts, a new generation, the people that have been playing with the old generation, lose interest, and the boxes sit and the prices drop. But then the new block eventually starts picking up steam, and pretty soon they're putting out banger set after banger set. Once the generation or whatever the block has gotten its footing. So right now you can buy these boxes at really good prices, like way less than when they first came out. And one thing about Scarlet and Violet, we've talked about this before, is they raised the prices of booster boxes by like $15 a box from Pokemon. So you can get these boxes for about the same price as the old Pokemon prices before they raised their prices. So that's even the greater advantage that you have right now with people being down on the Scarlet and Violet era. Like, I'm pretty sure I picked this up for the Scarlet and Violet box for around 90 or less. I tried to get some of these for 90 or less. I do have some, but I think I had to pay like 95. Obsidian Flames, you can get some of these like in the 80s. And then Paradox Rift, I have not seen what the latest Paradox Rift, but basically, I bought all these boxes for way under the suggested price when it came out. And for just basically the price of any new Pokemon booster box that's come out in all the years of Pokemon. You pay around $100 a booster box, you're going to be just fine. And right now, with all the negativity towards everybody thinking this block of Pokemon is no good, there's definitely some good deals to be had, like sub $90 prices, which is very rare in Pokemon. So you might be wondering, well, Metazoo is really cheap too, but that's not anything worth buying into. Well, Pokemon is not Metazoo. Metazoo, we don't even know what the floor is. Some of these boxes are dropping down to like 20 something, 30 something a box. Pokemon will never, maybe you can mark this, but Pokemon will never drop down to that low. Pokemon knows how many boxes to print. They're an established game that's a monstrous success even in this block. So once this era starts gaining its footing, which is usually, in that second year, I mean, just look at Sword and Shield. The first few sets of Sword and Shield were not that good. You had the base set, you had Rebel Clash, you had it wasn't Burning Shadows. It was Darkness Ablaze and Vivid Voltage. Now, Vivid Voltage was really good, but, none of those sets are considered the best sets that ever came out of Sword and Shield. But guess what? All those boxes have appreciated in value incredibly high, despite not having a lot of great stuff in them. So guess what? These boxes, they actually do have some good cards. Like, there's some great Secret Illustration rares in all these sets, especially like Paldea Evolved has some great ones. There's some great Charizard cards in the Obsidian Flames. There's even some nice cards in Scarlet and Violet. And you can get these boxes for basically below the introductory cost. Now, I'm not trying to do a Pokemon video, promotion video. I'm just saying it's an advantage to be had. And, you can apply that to Metazoo too. There's been a market overreaction that Metazoo is dying. It's dead. Now, it's maybe on life support right now. But, I mean, you can get Metazoo Wilderness boxes for like $20-some a box? Really? This is the best set that Metazoo ever even put out. It has secret rares, serialized cards, tons of really cool cards. And, I mean, where's the bottom on Metazoo? This is clearly the market overreacting. They printed a bunch of it, but guess what? A box of Metazoo cards is worth more than $20. When the dust has cleared, I would venture to guarantee those boxes are going to be worth more than that. So that's probably even better play, but it just sounds crazy to say, you should buy a Metazoo box. Kryptonation 2. Guess what? You can get those for like 20. I bought a whole bunch of them for $20-some not too long ago, just to put away. Nightfall, insanely, has dropped down to like 50-something a box. This is a set that has Old Scratch secret rares. It has my favorite Metazoo card of all time, the Grim Reaper, in their first edition. Just and UFO, of course, has always been really cheap, but this is market overreaction of everybody saying, "Oh, the Metazoo's dead," blah blah blah, and you can pick up the boxes for dirt cheap. It's just take market overreaction to your advantage. That's the time to pick up some stuff to put away. And even if you don't like Mezu, even if you don't like Pokemon, guess what? I've built like all of my entire collection. I bought a house before based on, the buying and selling of Pokemon cards. You know, Pokemon is huge. There's plays to be had. I opened some on the channel, but I'm not a player of the game. I just like the cards. But, look for plays, guys. Especially if you're wanting to buy other stuff that you like. You let your collection pay for your collection. This is part of our series this year in 2024. I'm trying to do more videos to help my loyal listeners. If they're wanting to, you know, just good plays to be had. And plays that I make. And I'm not afraid of letting a cat out of the bag when I only get like, a couple hundred views, So these secrets are not really secrets. They're just little ideas that I've had that have worked and that I think will work now. It's a little treat for my viewers, and this isn't one for right now. This is the Scarlet and Violet block of Pokemon that you can buy hot off the press. Beautiful booster boxes. They store well. Sell them by the pack. Sell them by the booster box in a few years and print money, basically. Because stuff like this, 10 years from now, is not going to be $90 a box. Pokemon appreciates in value. And you can look back to the worst sets of all time, and you look at the prices of those boxes, it's insane. Just look back to recent bad sets, just like in Sword and Shield or the Sun and Moon era. They were printing a ton of Pokemon back then too, and guess what? Those boxes now that they're out of print and getting more scarce, are crazy expensive. So buy some, put them away. 10 years from now, 5 years from now, break them out, sell them, buy stuff you really want. It's just all about flipping when it comes to stuff like this. When you're buying at stuff goes on graphs. There's peaks and there's lows. Buy stuff when it's on a low, sell it when it comes back up. It's just simple math. And use that money to buy something you really do like. That's all. That is having your collection pay for your collection in a nutshell. And it's fun to do this kind of stuff. Anyway, this video is just rambling on. Go buy some MetaZoo for $20-some a box and put them in a closet. 10 years from now, Mezu might have died long ago, but those boxes, I bet will be worth more than the $20 you paid for the box. And if they're still $20 a box, open it. It's fun. All right. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Later.